Your boy, Messi's daddy, the World Cup GOAT, number 10 jersey. Does he actually deserve it? The kid have. Remember, guys, join up, become a member, support your boy, and shout out to my Patreon peeps out there. Thank you for the support on Patreon. Thank you for the support for the members out there. Let's increase that membership, baby. All right, guys, numbers matter to me. Numbers matter to me. I'm old school, and me being old school, the shirt number matters. When William Gallas, as a defender, wore the number 10, I got triggered. And someone had to give you freaking CPR, mouth to mouth. It was a woman, by the way, so let's just chill. Hold up. So, so my thing is, okay, no. My thing is, numbers, they matter to me. They matter to me. And there's a reason why this dude over there, hold on, because he made the number important. Your boy Pele, he made wearing the number 10 important, because this jersey right here, Pele number 10, this is one of the most iconic sports jerseys in history. Like, it is something just known globally of Pele number 10, because that equals football. So ever since Pele, whoever wore the number 10 jersey, and it could be in any team, I've played for several teams, like club teams, sports teams. The person who wore number 10 is important. You see, back in the day, okay, even before I get remember, just back in the day, if you wore non-black boots, you were a special player, and only one player was allowed to wear non-black boots. So if a guy had white boots, red boots, or blue boots, that was the dynamic player in your team. Because everyone else wore black boots, then your really special player wore red boots, white boots, or blue boots. Now, your boy did have some red Diadoras, bro. I had red Diadoras and then had white Diadoras, bro. Shout! See, you don't know, bro. Me with the Diadoras, I was that dude, bro. So that's why. So I wore, because I think I wore red Diadoras, then I wore white Diadora boots, man. That was the boy back in the day when I had my damn legs moving, man. But look, let's get to this. So my thing is, Mbappe is the number 10 now. And that's a statement saying, Modric just left. This is now our main man of this team. He wears the number 10 for France. He wears the number 10 for Real Madrid now. Mbappe is still an amazing talent. And Mbappe is still a guy that can do the extraordinary. We saw that at the World Cup final. And we saw that at 2 World Cups where he is the man for the big occasion, and he is still the guy that can do extraordinary things. But despite him being able to do extraordinary things, the type of player that should wear the number 10 jersey, I don't think Mbappe is that type of a player now. Now, if we're to rewind the clocks back to circa 2017, 2018, that 16-17 Champions League run he had with Monaco, the 2018 World Cup, that was a guy that I felt was developing into a guy that could eventually wear the number 10 jersey, both for club and country. But I've said that technically, based on pure tesh, Mbappe has declined. And I just don't think that he is the type of player that should wear the number 10 jersey. Now, I get it. Marketing, brand image, what he means to world football, and just his place in world football right now, you've got to give him the number 10 jersey. And this is where it gets slightly tricky. If we're looking at the guy who, because again, it was between both of them. So really, the debate was: is it Guler? Is it Mbappe? Is it Guler? Is it Mbappe? Is it Guler? Is it Mbappe? If we're being technical here, if we're being real here, the guy who should wear the number 10 jersey is Guler. Because as of right now, the player who most closely exemplifies who should wear the number 10 jersey and plays in the way that a number 10 should play is Arda Guler. Because what is the number 10? The number 10 is your most talented player. But not only is he either the most talented or one of your most talented players, he is the creative spark of your team. Keyword there, creative. Mbappe is not a creative player. He's a finisher. So really, Mbappe is a number. Mbappe is a number 7. Because I still feel like if his strength is on the flank. So Mbappe really is a number 7. So what Mbappe should do is to take over Cristiano's legacy at the club. Because we all know what happened to Eden Hazard. The number 10 for this Real Madrid team right now is the goal. The goal is the number 10 of this team. And he's the guy that should really be wearing that jersey. But here's what the issue is. Guler is 20 years old. He's very young. And unlike Yamal, who took the entire world by storm, starting up from the Euros up until the end of the season, Guler has not really made that much of a huge, massive impact. And his ceiling ain't Yamal's ceiling. So I think that it may be even too much to put that weight on him to give him that number 10 jersey when he still hasn't actually fully broken into the team. Yamal was a starter for both Spain and Barcelona for the plethora of last season. For the goal, he was coming in and out. So I do think that it was probably a wise decision, even though that he is the player that most exemplifies a number 10, just relieve him of that pressure. I feel it's actually a good idea not to bestow that pressure upon him when he's still trying to establish himself in world football. So I think once you think about that, okay, Mbappe, get the number 10, it makes sense. It makes sense. Give him the number 10. Let him wear that jersey. But then look at the guys who wore the number 10 jersey for thingy. Now, I thought Figo was a 7. I thought because remember Figo was a 7 for Barcelona and it was a 7 for Portugal as well. Figo, one of my most favorite players of all time. So, but I think that he then got the number 10 at Real Madrid. So I know he was 7 for Barca and for Portugal, but I didn't know that he wore 10 for thingy. See, if you look at these players right now, Dric, Zil, and Go. So when you look at Go, Zil, and Dric, these are players who are number 10s. We look at how Luis Figo played. Massive creativity through his dribbling creativity. That's a number 10. Then we look how Modric played. We all know what this guy did with the Trivela assist. Chelsea. I know I was on the receiving end of that damn Trivela assist to freaking Rodrigo. Modric is the consummate freaking number 10 and creative player. Some may say of his generation, Mesut Ozil is the best number 10 of his generation. You can make that argument. In terms of what a number 10 is, and a creative demon, a guy who shows supreme high level of creativity and is a playmaking specialist, you can make an argument that Mesut Ozil is the best number 10 of his generation. You can make that argument. And one of the worst things Real Madrid did was letting him go. That was foolish. Ozil should have stayed at Real Madrid for most of his freaking career. So when you just look at all these three players, Mbappe is amazing in his own right. But the way that Mbappe plays isn't the way that Modric plays, isn't the way that Figo played, isn't the way that Ozil played. And I'll be real with you. The player that most closely resembles, let's say, Ozil in the Real Madrid team, I'm not saying he's as gifted as Ozil, but the player that most resembles Ozil, that is closest to Ozil, is the goal. Arda Guler is the guy that is most closely resembles him. So basically, if it was a mistake, have hope. Be a Sith. You're making the decision right now. Who do you give the number 10 to? I give the number 10 to Arda Guler. because these young players are built differently. And I feel that I want him to have that pressure, and I want him to embrace the pressure. And I'll say to Arda Guler that I know how good you are, because I saw what that guy did at the Euros with that Turkey team. And I've seen what's stuff that he has done for Real Madrid. I'm like, no, this is a special talent. And I'm like, no, you're the number 10 of this team. He's too young. He's 20. No, I don't care. Based on just me, because I'm such a football purist, and I'm such a football traditionalist, and I feel that things should be set in a way, and I'm very rigid in how I think about footballing wise. I'm giving the number 10 to a number 10. So I'm giving the number 10 to Arda Guler, 100%. And I'm saying to Mbappe, take the number 7. Who's won the number 7 for Real Madrid? Raul. Correct me if I'm wrong. Am I right here in Raul? I believe Raul won with the number 7. And the legend of all time, freaking Cristiano Ronaldo. So for Mbappe, you see, the number 10, that's a footballing thing. Number 7 is maybe a specific thing, but the number 7 for Real Madrid, based on what Cristiano Ronaldo did, is key. Nobody, stats-wise, numbers-wise, is touching Cristiano Ronaldo CR7 in that Real Madrid jersey. No one is. So that is a heavy jersey. That is a very heavy jersey. The number 7 jersey for Real Madrid based on what Cristiano did. Because what that guy did, more goals than games, was insane. It was insanity. So I'd give Mbappe the number 7 jersey. And I'd say that, no, you are the flank and you are the successor for Cristiano. You are here to emulate Cristiano. Dare to emulate Cristiano. Try if you dare. Go on. I dare you. I triple dare you to try to emulate Cristiano. So I'll give it some, but for me, I'm a purist. I'll give it to Guler. I'll give it to Guler. But guys, whatever the case may be, Real Madrid have bigger issues than who gets the freaking number. Because the key thing for Real Madrid is you have to destroy Barcelona. And for Xabi Alonso, who some have said you're going to get sacked at the end of this, by the end of this year. For Xabi Alonso, you need to hit the ground running. You need to hit the ground running because it's a very good Barcelona team, bro. They have the number 10 in Yamal, and they're going to come back strong. And Hansi Flick, we know he's a very good coach. So for Real Madrid, it's about sorting out the midfield, sorting out who plays on the left, sorting out who plays down through the middle as a striker, and finding the right formation and something that works. Because it was a very rough season for Real Madrid, very rough season. And next season, they've got to come out strong. And Xabi Alonso, bro, this is the home of sink or swim. There is no bigger pressure cooker than Real Madrid. No. There's no bigger pressure than Real Madrid. So you have to say what's up. And you've got to deliver. And Mbappe, you can't have back-to-back trophy-less seasons, because if that happens, Mbappe FC is looking peak. Think about becoming a Football Hut member. If you're a desktop merchant, just click on the join button below, over here. Or if you're a mobile phone merchant, just click on the join button below the video over here and join the true elite content crack addicts. Peace.